Hey Cowboys Nation, let's go for another round of news from America's team. Watch until the end so you don't miss any news and sign up to stay tuned for everything that comes out about the Cowboys.
Travon Diggs returning from injury gives Cowboys among the best cornerback duos in the league. It is no secret that this has been an uneventful offseason for the Dallas Cowboys. They have lost several key starters from last season, and have holes in their roster they will hope to address in the upcoming NFL draft. However, one hole they will not need to address early in the draft is the cornerback position. While the future of free agent CB Stephon Gilmore is still up in the air, the team will be getting star corner Travon Diggs back from his season-ending ACL tear in the 2023 season. Diggs quickly proved himself to be one of the best ball hawks in the NFL, accumulating 11 interceptions in just his second season in the league in 2021. This tied the Cowboys' franchise record for most in a season, with Everson Walls also getting 11 interceptions in 1981. The following year, Diggs' interception total dropped to just 3 throughout the 2022 season. However, this was due to an increase in reliability in coverage, and being more disciplined in the secondary. Diggs took less chances, allowing him to be beat less in coverage. By doing this, his interception number fell. Teams also quit testing him in certain situations. Diggs received a 5-year, $97 million contract extension heading into the 2023 season, making him one of the highest-paid players in the league at his position. He was off to a great start in the first 2 games of the season, before tearing his ACL in practice ahead of their Week 3 game against the Arizona Cardinals. While this news felt devastating to both Diggs and Cowboys fans, it presented another player an opportunity for more responsibility. Second-year cornerback Darren Bland took advantage of that opportunity. After being drafted in the 5th round of the 2022 draft, Bland had a surprisingly impactful season for the Dallas Cowboys in his rookie year. He led the team that season with 5 interceptions, proving to be yet another reliable ballhawk in the Dallas secondary. In his rookie year, Bland did a majority of his damage in the slot position. However, when Diggs went down with his injury, the team had to put Bland on the outside across from teammate Stephon Gilmore in 2023. Bland not only held his own, he had a historic season. Bland had 9 interceptions this past season, the 4th most in a season in franchise history. To add on to the greatness of it, he returned 5 of them for a touchdown. He broke the record for the most interceptions returned for a touchdown when he scored his 5th on Thanksgiving against the Washington Commanders. With Diggs coming back from injury next season, the Cowboys will likely enter Week 1 with him and Bland as the 2 outside cornerbacks. With Bland being 24 years old and Diggs being 25, the Cowboys have arguably the best pair of young cornerbacks in the league. Forget Derek Carr, this is the QB to replace Dak Prescott for the Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys have an interesting decision to make at the quarterback spot this season regarding starter Dak Prescott. Should they re-sign him to a multi-year extension? Or do they let him hit free agency and find someone else to take over the starting job? If the Cowboys choose the latter option, it's been suggested that Dallas should trade for Derek Carr, who still has 2 years left on a 4-year, $150 million contract he signed with the New Orleans Saints in 2023. Carr wouldn't be a significant upgrade over Prescott as he's only thrown 30 or more touchdown passes once in his career, 32 in 2015. However, he'd likely be cheaper than what it would cost to give Prescott an extension. That said, Dallas shouldn't look to go after Carr. Instead, the better option might be to trade for Seattle Seahawks QB Geno Smith. Smith is the same age as Carr, 33 years old, but he only has a base salary of $14.8 million and a dead cap of $38.5 million. The Seahawks quarterback could be viewed as a stopgap for a season, while Dallas develops their future starting QB. The 2024 season might be Smith's last in Seattle after the team acquired Sam Howell in a trade from the Washington Commanders this offseason. Seahawks GM John Schneider spoke highly of Howell, mentioning him in the same breath as Brett Favre. "I was around Brett Favre at a really young age. The guy was throwing interceptions like crazy, and he ends up winning 3 MVPs, Schneider said. HT Seattle Times. I love the way he plays the game. Sam and Brett. Cowboy fans might not be thrilled about the idea of trading for Smith, who took a step back last season after throwing for 30 touchdowns and over 4,000 passing yards in 2022. Nonetheless, if you give Smith weapons at wide receiver, tight end, which he would have in Dallas, Smith could have a solid 1 year with the Cowboys. Would it be on the same level statistically as Prescott, who has thrown for 36 or more TDs in 2 out of the last 3 seasons? Probably not, but the idea of trading for Smith is not to be hamstrung by a long-term contract, which frees up money to make other moves and allows the team to bring in a new young guy to take over the job. With Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy on a prove-it deal, along with Prescott, we could see a changing of the guard happening in Dallas next offseason, especially if Dallas cannot make a deep playoff run in 2024. Former NFL GM makes a surprising draft proposal for Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys were a one-and-done playoff team in 2023, despite being one of the best teams in the NFL during the regular season. A collapse of this magnitude was bound to cause a ripple effect for this team, and it has led to many offseason questions. Many fans and analysts cited Mike McCarthy as a major reason for the team's shortcomings, but the Cowboys have made it clear that he's staying, at least through 2024. After this was announced, people turned their attention to Dak Prescott, wondering if his time with the team should come to an end. This assertion has gained significant traction lately, especially with the NFL draft coming up. Mike Tannenbaum recently appeared on Get Up on ESPN, where he pitched his case for the Cowboys to potentially select a quarterback. Tannenbaum compared the difference between paying Prescott and a rookie receiver, and the results are staggering. "I would rather have Dak Prescott over Michael Penix," Tannenbaum said, but he also indicated that the difference between them is not $50 million. The Cowboys' Super Bowl window is still open. They still have several elite players on both sides of the ball, but for whatever reason, they haven't found a way to make everyone come together. If they find a way to make that happen, whether that's with Prescott or another quarterback, the Cowboys could be a dangerous team in 2024. The rumors of the team drafting a quarterback are only heating up, and with the draft less than 3 weeks away, fans don't have to wait long to see it all play out.